Hey, it's Kat, and I'm at the beach, and these guys are doing some crazy ass shit on the Lachey. I mean, un-effing believable. But watch the other video in the shorts, you'll see it. I think I called it Three Ninjas something anyway, at the beach. But the breaking news is that Tory's attorney, Jose Baez, if I said his name right, he did an article in People. And they're doing some really smart stuff because you have to use the media, because lately the media has been abusing Tory. You know what I mean? And since he had I call it the ball gag order from Meghan's side, he has been able to speak. But he has very astute lawyers on his side now, and they are using the media. People magazine is owned by David Pecker, who owns about 10 or 15 other magazines. That's a whole nother story. The main thing is Tory's motion, which is 80 pages of why he deserves a new trial, has been given to the judge. And on April 10th, we're gonna see what we're gonna see. But according to what the judge's instructions were, if anyone's testimony changed, it has to be thrown out. That jury instruction was not obeyed, and that's one reason why he should have a new trial. But, who cares about what the judge says and about law and about evidence and the chain of custody of the evidence, and that the main investigating police officer wasn't able to testify because he's what's it called? Administrative leave. There's so many inconsistencies in this case, so many things that are messed up, as well as Megan Thee Stallion lying, or I shouldn't say, pardon me, alleged lying, or allegedly changing her story 3 different times of how she was shot. If you look at her Instagram post, the original Instagram post where she has blue hair, she said he shot her one way. When she's being interviewed by Gayle King, she says he shot her a different way, and when she's on the stand, another way. Which way was she shot? Was Megan Thee Stallion actually shot, or did she step on glass? And what happened to the original doctor who operated on her, and why is his name spelled incorrectly on the medical records, which normally doesn't happen because allegedly all doctors' names are computerized in the system, and it's unlikely that there'd be a mistake like that unless it was hand typed by somebody. So are we talking about forged documents? What's going on? I mean, seriously. Again, this case makes no sense to a logical person who cares about justice. And where is the video evidence from all those expensive houses where the incident happened? All those houses, if you look at the other videos I did it. I went there 6 times around Sean Kelly's house. There's at least 5 to 6 cameras that I show on that video, the last video. There's probably even more that you don't see. I mean, think about it. If you lived in a very expensive neighborhood where the houses are probably upwards of $3 million, wouldn't you have cameras that you can see and cameras that you can't see? Where are all those video footage? Where is it? And then also, in some of the evidence that was shown on, I believe, Street TV, when the police show up to interview some of the residents in that area, you see a woman with dark hair, Caucasian female, talking to the police. Where's that person's testimony? Where are all the people that called and didn't want to be identified? Where is those phone calls? Where is their testimony in court? Even if they don't want to show up in court, where's the transcript of what they said to the police? And why did Kathy Ta and the other lawyer on the prosecution side talk to Sean Kelly privately when he was allegedly a witness for Tory? And how did Sean Kelly's testimonies change? when he got on stand. See, the funny thing about this whole situation is a lot of you guys weren't in the courtroom, so you think the people who are saying that Tory deserves a new trial, they're crazy or they're just fans, and that is totally incorrect. I didn't know Tory's music before this case, and it even doesn't even matter. I wanted the facts. I'm open-minded. I wanted the facts. I thought whatever Megan said originally was correct. You know, why would a person lie? But once you start finding out that Megan slept with several of the men that Kelsey had dated, that Kelsey said in one of her posts that she actually did Megan's homework when Megan and her were going to college. So Megan really didn't do her homework for her classes to be management in nursing or whatever the hell she was doing at that college in Texas. So it seems like Kelsey had a history of taking care of Megan, but Megan didn't take care of Kelsey. And in the videos of Megan talking about the incident, she constantly tries to act like her and Kelsey are still great friends when they're not. She lied to Gayle King multiple times in that interview. You can look at the video that I did. There's at least 33 mistruths, also known as lies, in that video. So start looking at the evidence. And again, would you want to be prosecuted on the evidence that the prosecution presented in this case against Tory? Would you feel like you would get a fair trial? And again, I never heard a prosecuting attorney say that lies are okay in this case because this person, this victim, alleged victim, was a victim of domestic violence, but yet she didn't want anyone to know she's in a relationship with Tory. Like, what? She wants it every way possible. It makes no sense to me. This case sucks. And I honestly believe if they suppressed evidence, the prosecution should be cited for prosecutional misconduct. If I said that right or wrong, I don't know. But anyway, those are just some of the things that are on my mind. And there's some other crazy information that someone gave me that I don't even know if I should talk about it now, but in the video where I talk about trauma, I did not know the information that I was given until now. So I'm not even going to talk about it now. I'll talk about it later. But the other issue is that my Twitter page, they will not let me upload media on my Twitter page. What's that about? I don't know. But it happened after I tweeted to Cedar Sinai and I asked him about the doctor's, it was evidence shown in court where it says who the doctor was that operated on Megan Pete's feet, right? So someone sent it to me and I asked Cedar Sinai, is it normal for the doctor's name to be misspelled? Because I know Cedar Sinai is known for their conscientious work, and I don't think they make mistakes like that. And after that, like a day after, my page says I cannot tweet images or video. I also let people know that originally BET was owned by a black man who sold the network to Viacom, pretty much assumed owned by white people. And he sold it so he could buy a plantation. So I don't know, maybe it's an April Fool's joke, but I can't upload videos to Twitter anymore or pictures. Why is that? Also, I showed that Megan has been donning sort of an afro, a big afro, which kind of looks like Tory's stepmom's hair, which is fascinating. All of a sudden, she's like a woke chick. So anyway, I find her to be she's a gaslighter, and she changes her story way too much. So again, be prepared for a very bumpy night. or it's not a bumpy night. It's going to be a bumpy situation because a lot of people are starting to get hip to this case and how bad it is. And they railroaded Tory. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens to Megan Thee Stallion. If they find out that she definitely lied and there's evidence to prove that she lied, she's looking at jail time. All right? This is Kattalestv. You'll see me at the beach. Not bad, huh? Anyway, I'm for justice. I'm not for bullshit. I'm not for getting paid off by a company that's trying to protect one of their lying stars, man. These people, like, I don't even want to mention that bitch's name, but the way they acted at court and trying to be all cool because they're the popular kids, the cool kids, because people like their stupid regurgitation of what the prosecution said, but not actually investigating to find out if the victim was telling the truth or not, they can kiss my black ass. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever try to interrupt a conversation I'm having when I'm talking to somebody else when you won't talk to me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck with me. Bye. This is Kattalestv at the beach.